Welcome back to my full season NFL predictions review, and it was a pretty decent year, I'd say. Firstly, I'll just quickly go over Week 18 predictions. Browns-Ravens, Ravens were kind of fighting for a little bit of playoff stuff, I guess, so, that was kind of obvious. Browns are terrible. Bengals, great game as they beat the Steelers. I was predicting that. Fortunately, though, the Bengals could not make the playoffs. Would have loved to see that, but, they did their best. Joe Burrow should win MVP, but he's not going to because he didn't make the playoffs because of his defense, so his defense is literally going to sell him the MVP. Whatever. What are you going to do about it? So I did pick the Cowboys over the Commanders, but, I don't know. I just thought it would be funny to see Cooper Rush win again. The Cowboys win again without Dak Prescott. I don't know, that would just be kind of funny. But the better team won, and Jayden Daniels is clutch as frick. And then moving on to the next, 3 seconds in real time as the Bears pulled off a game-winning field goal over the Packers. And honestly, the whole week leading up to this, there was a lot of talk about how the Bears were going to win. I was like, you know what? It is really freaking possible. But I still thought that the Packers were just a better team all in all, and they shouldn't be losing to the Bears. But lo and behold, the Bears really just made sure that the Packers, the Bears it was a great game, if I'm going to be honest, for the Bears. Bears won. Patriots somehow beat the Bills. I know Bills are resting all their starters and whatnot, but okay, New England, good job at lowering your draft stock. That's always a great thing to do. Just another thing, another head coach leaving and winning a game to ruin the team's draft stock and then leaving immediately. So that's fun. Texans beat the Titans. Whatever. Falcons. Oh, man. Well, I was predicting the Falcons to win here, and it was a great game. Very close. But the Falcons were just trailing pretty much the whole time. Bryce Young's looking pretty good. And Panthers ended up winning in a thriller, eliminating the Falcons officially. It was a fun game. I lost it. Whatever. I did pick the Jags over the Colts. This was like overtime or something. Nobody gave a single shit. At all. This may have been one of the least cared about overtimes in NFL history. My goodness. Red Zone I didn't even know that this game was in overtime because of all the other crazy stuff that was happening that actually had playoff implications. Of course, my Eagles got the big dub over the Giants. It was a great game by our bench, and obviously I am recording this after the wild card round, so, we already beat the Packers. But, yeah, good way to end the year for us, getting a dub over not so good of a team, so that was nice.
Go Birds.
I did predict the Saints over the Buccaneers. I just don't like the Buccaneers, man. And unfortunately, the Saints could not help but the Falcons, which, you know what? Your rivalry with the Falcons, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. So, let me get this straight. The 15-2 team and the 5-12 team are the only two teams this year that were shut out. It's a real NFL fact from the 2024 NFL season. And it's like, for a team to be this good, like the Chiefs are, and to just not have any good backups, it is concerning, because you got to be deep if you want to make a deep playoff run. I really think that, because you never know when injuries are going to show up. But the Broncos, I know, are good, but come on, Chiefs. Obviously, you don't care. This shouldn't matter for the playoffs, and it really doesn't. But this is the single hole that the Chiefs have found, is that they just don't have depth. And yeah, it's an interesting game. I'll put it that way. Okay, Chargers beat the Raiders, whatever. I did pick the Rams to beat the Seattle Seahawks, but it doesn't really end up mattering as the Rams are in the playoffs and the Seahawks aren't, so whatever. Oh. I'm going to be honest, this is one of the only games this entire year that I just have no idea what happened. Let me get this straight. The Niners were just in the Super Bowl last year and ended 6-11 the next year. What the fuck? I don't get it at all. But that happened, and fun little fact, since 2007 or something, the Niners every single year since that time span have either made the NFC Championship game or missed the playoffs. Not in between, didn't lose in the wild card or divisional, and it's just the life of a Niners fan must be crazy. I picked the Dolphins to beat the Jets, whatever. Game doesn't really matter, and yeah, fucking Aaron Rodgers might go out with a win, so that's cool, I guess. This was an odd game, to say the least, as ugh, my goodness. Alright, anyway, this was an odd game, as, yeah, I've already done, been through the wild card. Mathematically, it does not make sense how a 14-3 team should be this bad for seemingly no reason at all. Like, everything about this team is bad out of nowhere. I don't get it. The Lions are the better team. They should have won, but the Vikings should not be this bad at 14-3. I don't care if it's Sam Darnold. I don't care whoever the quarterback is. If they got 14 goddamn wins, they should be winning. Or at least being competitive, bro. The Vikings are one of the only franchises that mathematically just completely defy physics, gravity, and all known laws of everything that has ever existed. Doesn't make any goddamn sense. But, yeah, that was week 18. For the whole year, it was fine. I went 177-95. What is that win percentage? About 65 win percentage. So, if you were to give me a game, any game this season, I would have got it correct. 65 out of 100. So, I really wasn't that great this season. There was a lot of confusing calls that I made. But whatever. What are you going to do? Last year, I had a 64 win percentage, so, we're getting up there. It's getting better, but still not great. But yeah, I will have one big video for the playoffs. And I don't know. I don't really like predicting the playoffs. I don't really like predicting the Eagles, because it's just kind of bad juju, But I'm not going to say anything about who I predict, but the fan in me says the Eagles are winning the goddamn Super Bowl, because I have faith in my frackin' team, and that's how I want it to go down, and hopefully it goes down that way. But I'm not, knock on wood. Is this wood? There's wood. Knock on wood. But yeah, I guess, hope you enjoyed watching prediction this season. Not too many people did. But, yeah, I am thinking of a lot of stuff for this channel. I want to do big things here very soon, so stay subscribed. Watch out for that. Honestly, don't even know quite what yet I'm going to be doing. That was not a sentence, but I don't know what I'll be doing. But, guess if you have any suggestions, comment that. But, yeah, thank you so much for watching my 2024 predictions. And guess you'll see you for the Super Bowl. Still got an FFL review video, I guess that's what it is, coming out eventually. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. See ya.